Right. It's been a while, but welcome back to ILR. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you had a very safe Christmas, and hope your New Year's treating you well. We are back at Mexico. Joining me, as always, is the artist formerly known as HLG. Good evening.
Formerly known. New gamer tag, but still the same person. And still one who loves Mexico, so what a track to return to.
Yep, it could have been a much worse. Welcome back. Mystic seems to be the first out, so...
Yes, he is indeed the first
on
one
the
out,
hard,
so...
by the look of it.
Oh yeah. I've been like so long since I did it, I haven't turned telemetry on. Look at that.
I've gone too far. It's okay. I went
We gotta get
too
back into the rhythm of
fastest.
things, everybody, so just bear with us a little bit. We haven't touched F1 in about... Oh god.
Oof, over a month, I'd say.
Over a month, yeah. So...
Well, not on this account, anyway. Anyway, that's... yeah, we're back, anyway.
Yes,
Good to see
now,
you here, whoever's in the chat.
Mexico, I haven't got the chat up, so that's something you're going to have to pay attention to. I was going to open the chat, and then I forgot, and I'm not doing it now, so screw it. But Mexico,
It's fine.
a lot of people who actually, from what I understand, not necessarily people in this lobby, but I know a lot of people who don't like this track, which I find intriguing. I think if you can get this track right, very flowing, very nice to drive. It is tricky though, through for a fair few of these corners. But we'll watch Mystic, and I'll run you through it as he does it. So, coming down the straight where you're going to pick up a hell of a lot of speed, very long straight. This is a make it or break it with your aero, but at the same time the rest of the track you're going to need it. As you come to turn one, you want to get the speed right into it. You want to be hitting the apex like so. Wow, interesting. He got that absolutely perfect on those hards. A little bit of grass, but I'm expecting that for on the hards. He's not going to get the first lap perfect. I was expecting turn one to be perfect, but he seemed to have got it. If you don't get turn one perfect, you mess up the run for the rest of the track, but for the rest of those corners afterwards. But he's got it. Now, this middle sector, he's got it nicely through there in second, and he's going to want to. He's dropping it. He dropped it to second briefly for the. Oh
Jesus! He certainly dropped it. But anyway, I was going to make a point. This is. You'd usually want to start a race on pole, but maybe not around here, with the amount of slipstream you'll be giving to people.
Yes, it's similar
potentially
to like
Russia's another
for
one.
example.
Yeah.
You parting on pole's not necessarily great, depending on the kind of launch you can get compared to others, I suppose. But the draft tends to be quite bad coming into turn one. So it all depends on whether you think you're confident at the starts or not. I'm not sure who's going to be first run. It looks like Clenzo might be. He's going to run the final corner unless there's someone ahead of him, which doesn't look like it. And he sets a 14.8, I believe that is. It's really hard to read, but that's a 14.8.
14.8, yeah. 14.862. I expect that to be beaten by somebody.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
But a very good opening lap, nonetheless.
Yeah, he's probably just going for.
Barry's just invalidated.
Probably going for a nice little thing, yeah. Jam Pancake's coming in 22.8 on the mediums. I don't think that was necessarily a representative run. He'll probably go for another one.
The birthday boy's on a lap.
Who's the birthday boy?
I believe it is Chris Jones. I think it's his birthday today.
Oh. Well,
I saw that in the chat earlier.
As long as I haven't been lied to here, Chris, happy birthday. I didn't know it was anyone's birthday.
That now.
I don't check the Twitter very often, I'll be honest. No thanks to the boys, I just don't open Twitter very often.
It's alright, I opened it today when I had 12 new notifications. Well, hang on, what have I missed? Mad.
Well, here we go. Chris does look like he's coming around on a lap. Oh, made a slight mistake into the final sector from what I've just seen there. But I haven't seen the rest of his lap, so this could still be a relatively good lap. He's still going for it in hot lap ERS. And he has all of the ERS to push out the final corner, and it's only a 14.9. Not as good as initially, but as I say, he did lose some time in the final sector, so that's probably cost him a little bit. We're seeing a lot of soft runners. Based on your race last night from what others were doing, what was the sort of strategies? Because I've not played this game in ages and I don't know.
Some form of incantation of double mediums and soft in any order. There was one that went one stop on the hards. To be fair, they pulled it off, but yeah.
From what I remember, the hards don't feel too great around here, so...
No, they're not great.
I just guess
not that I would
depends
know.
what you're comfortable on, I suppose. There might be a few people comfortable on the hards, hence those that are currently doing hard laps right now. So maybe Mystic and Jason might be doing a one-stop this race.
Yes, just to confirm, it is Chris Jones' birthday today. I've just checked up in the chat. So happy birthday, dude.
Did you confirm that? Yeah.
Hope
so
I don't
happy
jinx
birthday,
you too
Chris.
much.
Go out there and get a good result. And now I've jinxed you, so you won't. You're welcome. I'm trying to work out who he is on the lap. Looks like Button's on one going through the middle sector. As he's coming into this tricky section. Oh, very, very big slide there. Didn't necessarily look like it, but it definitely was. It's cost him time. It's ruined his run a little bit. Won't be ideal, but he is out there on the hards. So,
very tricky sector anyway. Even if like just to get it right, because you can either lose time or validate. I haven't found the perfect line through there yet.
I know the perfect line, but it is not easy to pull off. As
16.3 on the hard is actually decent.
It's actually a very good lap. Very good lap there by Bud. I think he's going to come back up on those mediums later, and he'll be able to put himself a little bit higher than that.
Mystic. That was a bit of a corner cut, was it not? I don't know if you saw that, but
I haven't seen that well. I guess it was by the fact he's doing what he's doing now. But like I was going to say, mentioning corner cutting, that middle sector getting the perfect line is very, very risky as well. Yeah, it gives you an absolute drive, but it is on the absolute limit of every single corner through that sector. And like I say, if you do get it right and you don't get that invalidation, whoo, boy, is it fun. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Dungarang looks like he's now on a lap. My currently favourite gamer tag in this lobby. Not because I'm immature in any way, shape or form, I promise.
Just
like saying the word donger.
If you're out there, car person, we miss you. Please come back. I have a question I need to ask you, but I can only do that on the podium. But anyhow.
You see, Donger actually, I think he was right on the limits there. Actually, I think he's got away with it. But this is what I mean by right on the limits. You are absolutely. It wasn't quite fully on perfect, but it was definitely showing you what I mean by on the limits of every single corner. With the final sector, this could lose you a lot of time. I know for a fact that I lose about 5 temps to everyone through this sector, so explain that one to me. But here we go, out the final corner, keeps it tight to get across the line quickest with a quicker, should I say, not quickest, with a 15.2, which is not bad as a Cleanso.
There we go.
Improves, so a 14.4.
Jose is on an out lap. Nomad is on a lap. Cesala, one of the championship contenders, I believe, off the top of my head. I don't remember the standings. That's pretty bad, but
we will find. We'll have a
Jam
look at
Pancakes
them next week, if possible. But yeah, Jam Pancakes. If I remember correctly, he's not long made his debut in this, and he impressed us last time out. I'm trying to remember a few weeks back now, but if I remember correctly, he's relatively new. He's impressed us so far, and he's once again he's showing he's got pace.
He is, and I'm just filtering through to see if anyone else is on the lap right now.
I'm watching Zala at the moment, who's definitely pushing the limits.
There's a yellow flag in all sectors. How's that
in
possible?
Every single sector. That was. How often do you see a yellow flag in all 3 sectors? Comment below.
In this game, about 3 times a race.
Oh, Cesala up into second.
B2 there.
Ooh, very, very close on the times. He might be a little bit frustrated that he's lost it by that much.
This could be close here. Jose as well.
And wants to get the drive out of the final turn. Keeps it tight to make sure he gets across the line as quickly as he can. And
there
goes
you go.
Fastest. 14.2.
14.2.
It's
2.13.
seeing some impressive
Tree.
times right now.
Yeah.
But then I would not expect anything less from these boys. Oh, wait, am I seeing this? Barry is on a lap.
You are seeing this, as is the world right now. Sorry, sir.
As he goes into turn 1, he gets that line near enough perfect, comes through turn 2 and turn 3, and turn 3's not good. Turn 3 was very, 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 very bad, and he knows it. Look, no DRS and low ERS. He knows it was bad.
He'll go again, probably. As time. Legends. I'm not entirely certain why, but I think he just slowed up going over the line. Doesn't want to start on the softs, perhaps? I don't know.
Ooh. Excuse the yawn. I haven't yawned all day, and I just yawned. Terrible.
Yeah, he was definitely easing off over the line. He's got 140.
Yeah, I don't imagine he wants to start on those softs. I mean, I personally, as much as it's a double medium soft runner, I prefer to save my softs towards the end. I'm just one of those people, though. He might be thinking the same.
That's what I would have done last night. I got medium soft, but the AI in his infinite incompetent wisdom decided to bring me in at the end of lap 1 after I'd tried to record an instant I had. Put me on the softs, and that really ruined my entire evening. So, thanks for that, AI. You dick.
Back to tonight, though.
Anyway, he's Barry on a lap.
Oh yeah, Barry's on the lap, yep. So is Alex. Alex was coming around the thingy, the final sector. I'll keep it on him, or I can keep it on Barry if you like. Oh, he's not quite through the final sector yet.
Barry's forgotten to turn his ERS down. He's only got 20% left.
Probably not enough for a lap, I'd imagine. But we'll see. Maybe he's got some weird ERS tactic.
Too, but we'll see.
Yeah, Alex coming around the final corner. Go 6th. It's a good improvement.
Good improvement.
I have to say, as much as 6th doesn't sound amazing, it's not far off of the top time still. It's only about 4/10. It's very, very close to these guys right now.
Ridiculously tightly packed front of the grid there.
So 8 Barry.
Maybe not. Barry was on for a decent time, but he had a bit of a slide coming out of the penultimate corner. He's going to finish the lap anyway, but just to get a lap in. P11, there you go. 15-2. No, definitely would have been a 14-something. It would have probably slotted in around Alex and Nomad, potentially, if he had nailed his lap, but we'll see. Oh, Legends, that's interesting track limits.
And he's probably just trying to get back, put another set of tyres on. He's low on the fuel.
Maybe, yeah.
I would definitely, if I was out on track now, be thinking about trying to get back into these pits. Not the longest lap, I'll admit, but it is one of those you don't want to be leaving it too late. I thought Legends was going to run wide then and hit the wall.
Yeah, it's certainly not the longest track in the world, but sometimes it doesn't need to be when your mechanics take about a year to let you out.
Well, I will say, this is not the greatest track on tyre wear in the world. It's not the worst, but it's not great. So you don't want to be doing a very, very quick outlap around here, in my opinion.
Holy shit, Skunk Burner, are you insane? You've done 7 laps on these tyres, you fool.
It's alright, that's not his best. He hasn't done his best on these tyres though, so...
Oh, fitted, oh okay. I'm on the wrong telemetry data.
Why he would be doing 7 laps still and risking starting on them, I don't know. But any case, you can see they've lost grip. Ooh,
that's got to be a speeding in the pit lane warning.
For definite, 100%. But yeah, he's just trying to get back in, isn't he?
Yeah.
As I currently can't go up Donga on the list and go past to go to see what Barry's doing, so I guess I'm going to stick with Maxi Bone on his
Barry's
outlap.
on an in-lap. He's going about 3 miles an hour down straight, so yeah. You're not missing anything.
Okay, that's fine so then. I guess Maxi Bone's going to be the first to start a lap and see what he can do as he's gone out on the fresh set of softs. If he doesn't make this lap quite perfectly, he has enough time to back off and start another one, but has he got the fuel to do so? And he's been running in hot lap ERS. He's really used his ERS on that outlap.
Yeah, that could cost him, but Hang on. How's he got 11th on an outlap? This game is fucking
I think the game
broken.
was a bit broken then, but okay, well there you go, he got up into 11th people, that was an actual lap. I don't know who was first out on their outlap then. That's interesting.
Let's figure this out.
Possibly Pancakes.
Nomad or Pancakes? Yeah, it'll be Pancakes.
Alright, so in the Ferrari, the worst car on the grid, we will now
It looks like a
watch...
jam pancake, sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
there's the jam. I don't know where you get the pancake, but there's the jam, I'll give you that. Right, but we go on to the start of his lap. Comes down into turn 1 as Barry has had enough. That's it. He's decided, nope, he's done. So, yeah, jam pancake into the turn 1. Looked a little bit sketchy, but is he going to get the lines? Oh, that could have been close. Yeah, he's dropped down to none.
That's close to.
Back off.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he's had to back out of that. He's cut them, so he's going to try and come around for another one, I would imagine.
You'll have time. Just about.
Yeah, just. It won't be a very slow lap round, so that won't help. But yeah, we go Clenzo. He's right up the chuff of Skunk Burner as Skunk Burner moves out of the way. Good lad. Coming now into this tricky section where if altitude was actually a thing on this game, he would be having issues around here, but it's absolutely not an issue except for the fact that if you don't get it right, it's screwed. It looks like he's got it right though. And now into the final sector, he's leaving it in 7th, doesn't want to change up as he goes down a 4th and then down a 1st briefly. That's brave considering no traction. I would never be doing that. I'd be leaving mine in 3rd on no traction, but that's just because I'm a novice. As he improves to a 14-1. There's the gauntlet, and that's him done.
Retires on track. Oh, okay. Jose is on a lap 2, going through that tricky section.
Yep.
Jam started another lap. Looks a bit scruffy. Says all that, not good enough. Only P4 at best.
Oh, Jose making a mistake going into the final sector, into the grandstand area, as he's coming around it now. 3rd gear there. He's doing an alright job for that final sector. What's his time going to be? Goes fastest with a 13.8. Hey. Ooh.
Holy crap.
Looks like Jam Pancakes has started another lap. I think he might have just corner cut there. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he retired.
Yep.
That's his qualifying done. You say Cesaro with 4th, and he's definitely not on another one. Oh, Button up into
P2 there.
I didn't see that
He's jumped
coming.
up from P15. That's a hell of an improvement. Zala's done. Yep, here comes Nomad. Around the final corner. Can he beat his BMG group? Yes, he can.
Goes
into second place, 13.9.
Place. That's impressive.
Holy crap!
As it says,
here
the
comes the birthday boy.
Out lap, but I don't actually think he is.
No, at this stage he will be on a lap.
As he comes around the final corner, I don't have a clue where he just went because I can't see anything because the steering
9 or 10.
10. He went 10.
Wow. Oh, dear
so
me.
here is your grid. I am so out of practice here. So here we go from 16th upwards. You got IGN, Legends, Barry, Maxi Bone, Jason, Chris, Mystic, and then top 10 is Giant, Alex, Donga, Cesala, Pancakes, Skunk Burner, Clenzo, Button, Nomad, and Jose. Everyone going out on the softs except Legends. Just want to point that one out there.
Is it going to be rain? Usually that's a sign that he's going to do the wet stuff on the track. But
and if it rains, this race becomes a little more interesting. Potentially. Not guaranteeing that. Just putting that out there.
It usually does, but then sometimes rain does kill a race too. So, as we experienced a few weeks before the... Oh, shit, that is rain.
You've loaded in before me, so I can't see it, but yep.
Umbrellas are needed.
Definitely rain. So it's maybe that's why Legends wanted to start at the back. Maybe he decided, wet start. I don't want to get involved in this turn 1 because
Is
turn
he going to
1
do the
is
cheeky
going
no
to
stop?
be...
Is it heavy enough for that?
Oh,
He pulled that off sensationally around, was it Singapore?
I
And did the
think it
no-stop?
might. I think it might have been. I'd have to go back and have a look, but it might have been Singapore. But I'll tell you this now: the no stop round here is tricky because once
Yeah.
your tyres start dying in the wet conditions through that middle sector, it is not fun.
Right, let's see what... Everyone's on the Inter, so I don't think it's possible for a cheeky no-stop. Interval there, that's all on. Let's go with fastest lap.
Yeah, it'll be intriguing to see if we get onto the wet tyres. I mean, it doesn't quite look wet enough for wets yet, but I am seeing puddles.
Yeah, there is a question mark on whether how long the Inters can be the right tyre for. We'll
Luckily,
figure that
they haven't
out
actually
in
used
time.
any in qualifying, so they have, what, 3 sets of fresh Inters? So if it stays Inters the whole time, they will have enough. Have to see, they need to go 12 laps into the race if it's into full race, essentially.
12 laps a stint, more than comfortable enough. However, judging by some of those times, they will not have catered for wet setups, so interesting.
Yeah, see me, I would have definitely have gone for the wet setup. Maybe that's a thing that Legends did as well. Maybe he went wet setup, start at the back, avoid everything. And to be fair, it would be a very clever strategy. And I wonder if that's maybe why Barry was having issues. Oh, we've had a spin on the outlap. Spin on the outlap
Grosjean.
by Mr. Jose himself.
Oh, Grosjean.
There is a massive gap between Clenzo and Skunkburner.
Wow, there is.
Which would be penalised in another league, just saying. It's a 9.4 second gap. It doesn't make too much sense to me in the rain because cold tyres aren't too bad in the rain. Let's be honest, they don't exactly get hot unless it's near enough dry. So
yeah. Oh well. Everyone's out of sync because of that spin.
Yeah, well,
everything's confusing, but we'll get back to the seat in a second.
There's a Haas in 5th place. Don't want to say an ass in a Haas, but you never know. We'll watch turn 1. Maybe it is.
We'll see. It was last night.
But here we go. It's the red lights. Here we go. There's 5 red lights. I got all 5 red lights this time, and it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, Sazala.
That's not going to be good for his race. But Jose's not had a good start at all.
Way too much power.
Wheel spin galore. I'm pretty sure I just saw some front wing flying about already. But we're going into turn 1. Does everyone make it through? Everyone seems to make it through. So they've been sensible, but Nomad here has made up a couple positions. I'm changing the wrong thing to find out what. Yeah, Nomad made up 1, Clenzo making up 2. So both the BMG boys making up positions off the start.
Front wing somewhere. Not sure whose that is.
Jose falling down 4 positions at the start here. And Legends making up 4 positions already.
Nice. Oh my word, what the hell?
Oh, Jose is all over the place right now.
I think Ferrari just speed another car as well. I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, Jumphead X has fallen right onto the bottom of the grid, so we'll see. So there's Button now, so those 2 dropping down.
There's front wing everywhere. There's front wing littering the entire sides of the track.
That's
quite insane.
Not good. I'm expecting to see a few people pit then, because this track with a broken front wing, even in the dry,
Legends can't quite get through. There should be a party in the pit lane any moment now.
See who's going past.
Massive giant,
front 9 looks like
Zala's in for his drive-through.
Yeah, he's got to do his drive-through, isn't he? That'll be him, I think. Is everyone else going past?
No one else has gone in. Oh, Jam Pancakes is another one, but
that's surprising. With the amount of front wing we both believe we saw, I believe I saw some down the start, finish straight, and you believe you saw some further around. So I'm a little bit intrigued.
There's definitely some on the apex of the fast chicane sort of S section.
Legends
There
right
wasn't
now.
a lot, mind. It was probably
9
like an M
positions.
plate or something, but still. Yeah. There's a lot of
9.
debris flying around.
Yeah.
As well.
So we'll keep an eye on it.
Maybe it's
Maybe
just
they've
tricking
just
us.
decided to just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't,
Maybe.
but some people are braver than me, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to keep an eye
battle.
on. I'm going to keep an eye on Legends here. He's made up 9 positions. He's only about half a second between him and Skunk Burner. He's definitely flying off the start.
This boy likes it wet. Clearly.
Yeah, it seems like he does enjoy these conditions just based on previous races that have been wet as well. But coming out the final corner, this is where slipstream is going to be of the key. The Haas will be getting some, but it's not going to be anywhere as close as Legends. I'm going to assume Legends is going to close up a little bit. Yeah, he's done a tenth, nearly a tenth and a half there. Yeah, and just that closer slipstream down that straight. Yeah, like I say, the Haas was getting some, but it was a long distance, pretty much. So Legends is going to be lining up the move. Whether he's going to decide to maybe make a little bit of a dive here, it would be brave, but it's possible. No, he decides to follow him through here, which means he's essentially following him through this whole middle sector.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun.
There's a 4-car battle here with 12th to like 14th. 12, no, not 12th to 14th, 12th to 15th. Sorry, or even 11th to 13th. Never mind. I'm reading things wrong all of a sudden. Things are happening. I don't know what's happening back here, but there was overtakes.
There's action all over the place. Clenzo's down into B3, Alex through to B2. Giant now into B3, Clenzo down to 4th.
Clenzo back to where he started though, so he hasn't really lost or gained so far, really.
Yeah, that's a strange feeling. Like, you know, you start 4th, you've been overtaken by like 3 people, and you're still 4th. It's like,
still
what the hell?
4th, so it's kind of like you
It's
have
so
lost
weird.
because the people that have overtaken you have gained, but you haven't. It's weird. It's odd.
It's a strange situation, yeah.
But it's not a bad way. Oh, Legends actually. He's very, very close. He's going to be looking to make the move here. He's going to get past here, but it's going to be who's braver on the brakes. Him on the wet line. He goes for it down the inside. They're still going to be side by side into this little like chicane type of turn. And it's not necessarily a full-on chicane, but it's essentially a chicane. And he's managed to make the move stick. Now Skunkburner and the Haas is going to look back with the slipstream. The McLaren sat behind in case these two have a coming together. But that's going to be the way it looks, especially through this middle sector.
Jose tried a little optimistic move down the side of Skunk there. Didn't quite pull off, but
maybe he just wasn't expecting Skunk to be braking where he did. Chris has gone into the pits, so I think he might have been one of the ones with front wing damage that's decided it's not bearable.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
A few penalties coming in there. I'm expecting to see a few more in these conditions. It's a lot harder to stick to the track limits while it's wet, especially around
There's
here.
Jose pulling off the move.
Pulled off the move. He's forced the Haas off, but all is fair. He didn't punt him off, so he just closed the door on him a little bit. This is going to give Jason the chance on Skunk Burner now as well. He's definitely close enough to get the good old slipstream. I don't think he's going to be close enough though.
No. Legends is no man's land at the moment.
Yeah,
between
he's
two
still.
cars.
I think with this clear air though, we'll be looking to to gain on Mystic. Gonna keep an eye on Jason here though. He's definitely right on the exhaust of Skunk Burner. He's gonna have to follow him through here unless Skunk Burner makes a mistake.
It's possible. These
also
positions
Sazala
are
on the
very
McLaren
tricky.
actually. Also Sazala going around the outside there, and he's gonna be on the outside for the next two
Not quite.
left-handers.
Oh, a little bit of a tap. Not much in that for me. Didn't see it all properly, to be fair, but
Yeah, I didn't see it fully, but it didn't look like a massive tap. But I suppose a small tap in these conditions.
yeah.
But it looked relatively fair. I mean, yeah, it definitely didn't look like a purposeful takeout or anything he meant to do.
Absolutely. So, of course. Yeah, let's try to find the battles now.
Yeah, Jason looks like he's dropped back now, so not necessarily able to follow through that middle sector. Legends, he's closed that gap by like 5 tenths on Mystic, so he is flying.
Yeah. He's just stabilising his race for a bit, and he's gonna, like, you know, recharge his ERS or whatever. Not that you need to use much in the wet.
No, you pretty much around here, you use it all down the straight, and then you go into like low for the rest of the track in the wet, pretty much, just to get the grip.
Look at the train though. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. Jam Pancakes is really enjoying these tyres. So I guess our theories about winters are not quite right. It doesn't look like it's going to be wet anytime soon with those kind of times.
No, you never know. It might
get heavier. It might do. It's Nomad just gets a naughty engine point. Nope. Bit of a slide there for Giant as well.
Yeah, that's allowed Clenzo to close that gap a little bit. Noticed. It was only by about half a tenth, but every half a tenth at this stage is key. Absolutely key. Especially in a train like this, like that small mistake there though by Clenzo.
It's a bit unlucky. Yeah. They're struggling applying power on the exit of the final corner. They just have to lift and coast a little bit more than they'd like to.
As much as these guys are using each other's slipstream, I'll tell you what, Legends is still slowly catching. And he's getting that very distant slipstream, so looks like he's definitely got the pace on him. I don't know if he's got the pace to necessarily catch the leader at this point. He is pulling, to say the least.
No, but he'll have to do that. He'll need a strategy masterclass, but he's doing quite well. And anyway,
at the moment, yeah, he's
Jam Pancakes.
He's going to join this battle
really
for
likes
second very shortly.
This is fun. Bird's eye view from the TV pod of Mr. Legends there. 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th all go around the corner almost simultaneously.
Legends is less than a second behind now as well. He has seen this battle and said, do you know what, lads? I want some.
Wait for me.
Nomad, already on the yellow fuel light.
No. Well,
it looks like maybe he's just taken some fuel out and realised it's wet. Maybe you could just go into lean a lot more. I mean, it's not a bad strategy.
Possibly. Yellow flag somewhere, sector 2. Can't really look at that right now. Oh, it's
Donner, there you go.
The Renault car.
Mr. Donner, no. What has happened?
Oh, we found a wall at speed. That's what happened.
Well, that's a shame. That's one driver down in 8 laps. So we're looking at 4 drivers at this rate.
That's cute.
Going out. This train here, Legends, is now falling back a little bit again. It looks like he's lost a little bit of time, but he's still there.
Yeah.
These guys are not losing him, that's for sure. But Alex up front, he just keeps opening this gap. Pretty sure it was only like 3.2 a minute ago. Confident out front in the Renault, that's for sure. In the banana car. Do you reckon because it's the banana car, it's good in the wet conditions because bananas are used to slipping?
I mean, I would honestly say yes to that.
Weird theory, I know.
Let's test that theory out. Let's test it out.
Right. How do you plan on testing that out?
Just have a series of races around the same tracks, dry and wet, and see which one the Renault prefers. Mystic goes very wide.
Yeah, that's going to put
need small errors like that gives Legends hope.
Yeah, Legends is now on that gearbox and he's going to be right up close and he's going to be very close.
Up close and personal.
Jesus.
Apparently.
That probably made him poo his pants a little bit, but look at this slipstream and the run. This is going to...
yeah, here we
he's
go.
got to make a move here, surely. He's going to the inside.
Yep.
Mystic doesn't want to give him the room, but then he's going to have to concede it there. There's no way Mystic goes around the outside here. Oh, he's trying.
He's trying it. That's risky.
Has given him the inside, but he's going to be on the outside for the next corner. Surely not. Surely not. He has. Oh, beautiful driving by Mystic there. He's defended that position beautifully, but it has cost them time to the
did
three
have
cars
contact
ahead.
the apex of turn 3, so
Yeah, I'm not
put
surprised.
Legends off a little bit, but yeah.
Trying to bring Legends is having a cheeky little look
Yeah,
here.
he's tried it again.
God,
Cheeky.
these boys. Okay, they do not want to go too wide into this next corner, surely.
Please don't.
Surely not.
Please don't.
Surely. Oh, okay. Okay. Legends is trying to cover. Oh, there was a touch there. There was a touch there. That might have been damage.
It looks like not.
The handling seems alright at the minute, but I'm not getting a front end view. I think.
I have, and it looks intact.
I think he's got away with that. I do not see any damage. I think he's got away with that, but there was definitely contact. So, whew. Lucky boy is all I have to say there. But now the McLaren Jose is joining in with this as well. So his boys are feisty today. Very, very feisty indeed. I know I said on Twitter, give us a show, lads, but wasn't expecting this. There you go, Legends. He's coming up close again. Is he going to have a little look? No, he decides he's not close enough.
Not close enough.
So he's going to have to follow him through.
BMG boys have just switched position, I noticed. There's battling each other.
Looks like Giant's putting a little bit of a gap to them as well.
Yep. He's, Mystic is not enjoying this sector of track at all.
No, this is where Legends is better than him, but it's just not an overtaking sector.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's like catching someone into the swimming pool at Monaco and there's nowhere for you to overtake them.
It's like catching someone anywhere at Monaco.
Yeah.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Fair point.
Monaco is not the track to use as an example right now. Oh, Mystic gone very wide. This is going to give Legends a chance to go around the outside. He's going to absolutely hold it, and then he's going to have the inside here.
How the hell have you got round there too
I'm
wide?
sorry, but he was perfectionist there. Oh, and McLaren
how have you done that?
Look as well. It's going to be the run out of here. Mystic is going for a tighter line, which means he's not going to be in the slipstream as early. So maybe that's going to give the McLaren of Jose a little bit of a hope here. I'm going to go on board. Don't think he's going to be close enough though. Looks like the slipstream's being nullified a little bit.
Might have chanced it in the dry, but not even worth a look in this condition.
No, you need to be closer than that in these conditions, that's for sure. But Legends is now past, so maybe this is where now Legends can start closing that gap back up to these BMG boys and do something. But that's if Mystic doesn't make a look, which he does. Okay, Mystic, sir. You are a brave man.
Calm down. It's not the... Yeah, okay.
Oh, McLaren of Jose makes a mistake there, runs wide. It's cost him some time. And it's bringing Skunk Banner back into this, who is going very quickly right now in this Haas, I have to say.
He is, but he just picked up a naughty engine point, so...
Yeah, I'm not sure who has what penalties. I've seen a few come up, to be honest. So, oh, big slide there by Skunk. He's managed to catch it, though. So we're on lap 11. So one more lap.
Already?
We may see people pit, depending on how these tyres are doing. If not, we might see them go to lap 18 and do the one stop, or maybe they'll pull a Legends and go none. And at which point, I think whoever pulls that, if anyone pulls that off, driver of the day worthy, in all honesty.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't think it's going to happen. It looks like it's stopped raining and starting to dry up a little bit as well, so I think they're just going to try and hold these tyres for as long as possible now.
Yeah, now you mention it, it does look like it's stopped raining. It could start again though, I don't know, it could be one of those weird weather conditions.
Yeah. I was going to say I'm not entirely certain of the conditions for the rest of the race, but it looks like for now
So
they could be gearing
let's say it dries
towards
up. By
a
the looks of
one-stop
things, Legends
onto
is
mediums.
definitely looks like Legends is definitely running a wet setup. He's looking very confident right now.
Mhm.
But let's say it dries up.
Yeah.
Who is running a dry setup? Because
Um,
that's when they suddenly become very, very strong.
I would imagine Buttons on a dry setup because he went from 15th to 2nd in quali on one lap. Think possibly Jose, Chris maybe, Cesar's
Maybe even
probably
those
on a dry
B&B
setup
boys.
as well.
Yeah, they're up there, but they haven't
Potentially,
looked
yeah.
very confident.
We'll see. We'll see as it unfolds itself, like cheap origami.
Yeah, well, at the moment, I think Alex might have a wet setup on as well, but at the moment he's opening such a gap that I don't know if the dry setup would be enough to catch, but we'll have to wait and see, I suppose, especially if it, have to wait and see if it dries up. You never know. This is one of those tracks that could possibly throw a curveball in there and say, no, I don't want to get dry.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the sun's trying to peek through, but it's just not... It just doesn't believe in itself right now, so... And that's a massive moment for Jose. Caught the back end just about in time before he collided with the wall. Yeah. Definitely doesn't feel good. But no damage done on that occasion.
Yeah,
We'll see
luckily
what
for him.
happens.
Legends closing that gap back up to Nomad, as Nomad has lost a lot of time to Cleanser as well now, so...
Yeah, there's definitely...
I think we're starting to see some of the
things to
weaknesses of some drivers.
Yeah.
Maybe Nomad's just Nomad once the tires get worn in the wet just can't quite hold it. Maybe that's just one of the things. It's
Talking of holding it, oof, I thought he was going to go around there. Didn't quite, but looked like it. Let's give him another sniff of an opportunity to Legends. I wonder what he's doing. He's on for hards. That's an interesting,
rather early.
potentially foolish call, but I've been burned with this saying before.
I think it's way too early. The second he goes offline, those tires are just useless. It doesn't even look like online it's dry enough, to be honest.
It's not yet. I think that's just maybe he had damage and he got out of necessity, he reprogrammed it, and he's not even in the car right now. That's an AI car. That could explain it. Ghosted. Or maybe that's the new thing that...
I think that's the new thing that they've added, hasn't it? Where they back markers on the ghost. Because to me it looks like he is in the car with the way he's revving and that mistake there.
Okay. Yeah. Forgive me for that mistake.
Legends.
He's
8
definitely
attempts on Nomad here.
There's a yellow flag somewhere, I'm not really sure why.
I think
Pancakes may have been going a bit slowly in the background, but no idea anymore what's going on.
It was only a brief yellow flag, so probably nothing
There's cars
too
everywhere.
worrying.
Buttons up into P10. Probably has been for a while, in all fairness, but we haven't had a chance to look at him.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting close to Skunk as well, so maybe we'll see a battle between those two in a minute. But at the moment, it's Legends on Nomad. Here we go, start, finish straight, as he's just got the speed. Surely this is done, unless Mr. Nomad does a mystic. I'd be surprised, because it looks like that move is complete. Although, he's having a cheeky look down the inside. Thinks better of it, though.
Yeah, the move is done, and Mr. yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he's done. The hard's not been good, and he's just thrown in the towel. And that was nearly another 8 laps later, so technically we're still on target for 4 retirees at this rate.
Oh, Nomad has a bit of a moment there. Can't quite get the car turned in.
Yeah, I think he's just starting to struggle on these worn inters in these conditions now. It's definitely starting to show. He was right there with Clenzo, and now he's struggling.
If you say so, race control. I mean,
yeah, I didn't see a penalty.
Not for my money. Not for
That's
my
one of
money,
those
sir, but
ones where if this was real life, fans would be saying, "What the hell are you doing, FIA?"
that's essentially like VAR giving offside when you're not offside now.
Don't even get me started on
What
that.
are you doing?
Because that new VAR offside crap is bollocks. But we're not here to talk about football.
No, I was just trying to make a comparison of BS decisions. In all fairness, yeah, there you go. Run a little bit offline, cool your tyres down a little bit.
Oh, Jose's got to make is getting past Mystic here.
Yeah. Or is he?
Oh no, Mystic is having a
he
cheeky
is.
look. Look, I think he had to back out there, otherwise there wasn't contact. Jose just
I think that
closed that door.
Yeah, way too much speed there. Definitely worth a go to try and go back, but that's twice he's nearly took himself out of the race by trying to defend. So just calm down, Mystic. You're still in a good position. We're bringing you the white visor.
Now it's Jose's turn to have a cheeky go at Nomad here. There's 4 cars here though, all for 5th place. It's not a podium, but it is very close. And there's still a lot of spray, but from what I can see, the track doesn't look as wet.
It doesn't, and it's starting to dry out, I think.
Yeah,
it's
a lot of people
still nowhere near ready for slicks.
Oh, hang on, what's this? Sasala taking a cheeky little look at Mystic.
Yeah.
And now he's going to go around the outside. Is this going to be pulled off? Oh, I think he's going to do
Mystic's going to have to back out of that.
Oh, yeah. That was very close to being disastrous.
Nomad's in.
Yeah, Nomad's in. So is he going for an early dry set? Or...
He's going to have to be, because you would not go in for inters to go in like 2 laps for dries. That would have to be an early medium
an eye
call.
On what he goes to. Yep, early medium call. You called that perfectly. He has gone onto those medium tyres. Well, he'll be the one to watch to see if it's time,
next
but
to bite.
There's still a lot of spray, so I'm still not sure, to be honest, it's time.
Maybe the game's done that thing again where for some drivers it's not as wet as we can see. Because let's be honest, that's a thing.
I'm watching him into turn 1 though, and even on the line, he could not get the car stopped or turned in at all. I mean, look at the difference here between him and Chris ahead.
That is... Yeah.
It's...
oh, Jesus.
Yeah, see, he's
definitely struggling.
And he has nothing.
Yeah, it's... like I said, an early medium call, but... it hasn't worked out yet. Barry's in as well, oh dear.
Oh
Barry.
No. Barry, sir.
Oh,
we haven't even cursed you this time. What are you doing,
I haven't even been watching you. What are you doing? As Alex goes around to start another lap on the inters, which by now we'll be thinking, it's about one-stop territory, but Zazala has a naughty engine point, and Barry's having the same issues as you expect for BMG as well.
Yeah.
So medium tyres, not quite yet.
Not fun.
Not yet.
So we're not
getting closer
yet. As much as I said the track looks like it's drying up, maybe it's not as dry as it looks. Is what I think I'm getting here.
It's you see the racing line on its own. You think it's close enough. Then you see the cars going around just like that's nowhere near
on the
ready.
Racing line, and they've got no grip. It's mental.
This game is fun, and that's Barry just parking it to try and get out of the way of people that are lapping him.
Oh, Sazala deep behind there, behind Jose.
Sorry, Barry.
You,
hasn't gone well for you, has it, sir?
I'd like to say that was us cursing him, but he went onto the medium tyres. It's your own fault this time, Barry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We weren't even watching you there, sir. That's definitely your fault, Barry. So, never mind.
Gas is starting to form now. There's still a couple of people close, but they haven't really been having a go at each other as of yet. Sazala right on the back of Jose, but he needs a really good drive here, and it just looks like Jose's getting the better one.
Buttons up into PA skunk pits. Oh dear.
Oh, please don't tell me Skunk's fallen into the trap as well.
Yes, he
Oh,
has.
here we go. Sazala on Jose. He can't make that move stick though. Jose's line is absolutely horrendous. It's going to give Sazala the run. Ah, patience, patience, and you will make the pass. That's a perfect example there. That was perfection, and Mystic is now right on the back of Jose again. So maybe he can make redemption and get that position back off him.
I hope he was watching what Jose and Sazala just did there, and use it successfully next time he tries to overtake.
Yeah, it does rely on Jose making the same mistake, but
of course, but he's definitely better than trying to force your way past in these conditions, like Mystic was doing a bit earlier on. Then, of course, there you go. There is a mistake there.
Yeah, so that's
is it enough of one? There
pass.
We go.
And
there you go.
I think these tyres, they're starting to come towards the end of their life. Surely, they've done 18 laps. Oh, Alex
race leader in. Barry's had enough.
What's he doing? Oh, Alex has gone on to mediums. Oh no, Legends is in as well.
Sazala's in.
Oh no.
Mystic stays out. Jose. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is this
the
win being thrown away?
It is getting closer though.
Gonna watch Alex here. It doesn't look as much spray. I'll be honest. Maybe they have timed this. Alex going into turn 1, still struggling to get the car stopped. The tyres are cold, but I'm looking at Mystic's car. There's still a bit of spray coming off the back. As he's trying to get the drive here at Alex, and he just can't do it. I still do not think it's time.
Nomad has done something bad. Yeah, I think he just had enough of the mediums, or they let go on him. I don't know, but
I still don't think it's time. I'm watching Jam Pancakes here on Alex, and I think Jam Pancakes is having a better time than Alex is on these inters that are very old.
One thing I'm looking for is DRS enabled, which should be any moment now, because it looks like it's almost bone dry now. Very quickly.
It does look like it on track, but when I'm looking at the spray, it's questionable. Oh,
Mystic!
A massive mistake on those inters. Maybe it's got to be that crossover point, but then again, I'm saying this Pancakes, look at him, he's right on the back of Alex, who's just got onto a fresh set of mediums. I really don't know. I feel so sorry for these drivers who have to make this call.
It's a horrible call to be. Clenzo has to pit now. I guess he's just reacting to what everyone else has done.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. He's gone onto the mediums. What's Jam Pancake's going to do? He's coming in as well, so he's going to have to do it.
Mystic will be in as well, given that he's just almost binned it. I'm pretty sure Mystic should pit too.
Then.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, these
he's definitely
fun. Jam Pancakes though, I'll give
hard.
Jam Pancakes his due. I think it could be a good call. I have found that the harder tyre seems to perform better in these kind of conditions.
It does, yeah. It absolutely does.
So he might have made a good call here. We'll see. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Chris has continued on those inters. Oh, DRS enabled.
DRS enabled. There you go. There you go.
So Legends here. He's going to put himself onto the podium. So he's done a good job. Coming from the back.
You stood out there on inters, sir.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Legends is going to put himself on a podium here because Chris is going to have to pit.
Of course. I mean,
look at Legends as well. He's all over the back of him.
There's just no grip there for Chris.
Yeah, I think
Jose's on fresh inters. That hasn't worked for him either.
No, that's going to cost him some in this race. I mean, it's unfortunate. It was a brave call, but he should have always known it was going to dry up again. So,
yeah. Oh dear.
Massive slide by him there, but
definitely tells me that he's on the wrong tyre.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it's a brave call, and unfortunately, it hasn't worked out. But you know, I think he would have had the same problems had he put the mediums on when he came in. Maybe we'd be thinking this is going to be a hell of a battle for the podium.
Wait, Chris is oh, there you go.
In.
Chris is. I thought I saw someone else going in.
He hadn't pitted yet.
Yeah, no, I thought I saw someone else going in as well,
yeah.
but it's fine. Yeah, so that goes in those
Zala
two.
definitely thinks mediums are the right tyre to be on now. Unless you jam pancakes, in which case you're definitely on the right tyre. But we'll see in time.
I think no matter what tyre they go onto now, other than the softs, the mediums or hards, they're definitely both making it to the end. It's just which is going to react better in these conditions.
Yeah, it's always tricky to know exactly, but you could do this a million times in practice, but when it comes to race day, it's always the wrong way round. You just never know.
In my case, it's always the other tyre that I don't pick. So
exactly. Yeah. I also have similar issues to that.
So either Jam Pancakes has made the brilliant call and been the only one to do it, or he's the only one to make the wrong call.
Well,
right now,
we'll find out.
Based on the way the interval just changed, he's on the wrong call. But that could be why he's just trying to get them heated up. Once they heat up, you'll find that they can hold it a lot better in these conditions. So you just have to keep an eye on him.
Lap times are tumbling as Zala goes quickest again. Mystic interrupts the fastest lap parade for a penalty.
I'm not seeing the top three change unless there's a mistake.
Mystic also gets a quick. Yeah, I mean, it's really risky to say it's locked in now because you never really know. But they're looking
with 13 laps to go. It's risky to say, but
pretty good at this.
It's looking that way.
Yeah. This is about to rain again because it's not particularly bright in the sky.
That would throw a complete curveball into this race. I'm telling you that now. The amount of people that have gone out on the hard, they've all gone out on mediums and hards, right? Which tells me it's not gone in. But imagine if it was, and if someone had gone out on the softs, that would have been the best call they've ever made in their life.
Yeah, imagine if he pulls a Brazil 2008.
Wow, that'd be insane. Not gonna lie.
Or a Belgium 2007.
Don't remember that one as much, I'll be honest. That's because I
don't, that's why I'm not sure of the... I don't really, that's why I don't know what year it was. That's why I hesitated.
It is looking like
definitely in the race, so he
made.
couldn't have been before 7. Yeah, unfortunately, but... like you said, it could be about to change when his tyres get up to temperature. You never know. Maybe the mediums will burn out. I don't know.
Well, there is always that. The mediums might
16 laps. They are going to struggle towards the end, potentially. So we'll see. We'll see. Still anyone's race at this point. Apart from, unfortunately, Nomad, Barry, Maxi and Donga. But any one of the 12 out there could still technically get a result today. So we look forward to bringing you to the rest of this race as we see it. Just no real battles at the moment. It seems to have neutralised itself, but what can you do?
Yeah, I'm hoping a few of these gaps change. I mean, Zala's definitely closing on Jam Pancakes, but that's probably going to be a relatively easy overtake as it currently stands.
Yeah. Just looking at it, you just look so much quicker down the straight on these tyres than Pancakes. Ow. Button, quickest. 18.4. Not the best of races for him. Down in P12 at the moment, but penalties could change that later.
Yeah, I'm having a little look. Mystic's catching Jose as well, so there could be another battle back there. Right now, it's really hard to really hard to pick out on things to commentate on, actually. I'm surprised these gaps changed as much as they have.
Legends quickest now, 18.1. Sure Sol's about to beat that though. No, not quite. 18.3. Interesting. Mystic has done something bad. Not really sure where, so I'm on board with Jason to try and find out. Has he done a Bottas? No. Sort of. Hang on. Yeah, okay, that's weird. It looked like he crashed in the penultimate corner, but then I saw his car pulled off to the side. Down towards the start-finish line, so whatever happened is going to be found out later, I guess. Well, we're back on board with Cesala, who seems to be in the only battle on track at the moment.
Yeah, that gap
as
actually
fighting
has
to
fallen
catch up
back
Jam
a little
Pancakes.
bit since last lap, so
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what to think here. I feel like Jam Pancakes has also closed the gap on Giant a little bit, so
Not like maybe the hard is the right call. All of a sudden,
maybe it's hard.
it's swinging
These
back that way.
gaps are just chopping and changing constantly. I feel like it's changing every lap. One lap is the hards, one lap is the mediums, and then etc. etc. I mean, Cesala is very low on ERS right now compared to Jam Pancakes, and Jam Pancakes is used more than the Giant. But I'm just not sure.
No, it's a confusing time, but we'll figure something out by the end of the race. We'll know who's on the right tyre, I guess. It's an 11-car field now.
Wait, I've just realised they've broken the 4 retirees. God damn it!
They have.
How could they do such
Expected
things to
retirees. 4.93.
4.9. Oh, actually, Jose here.
Legends
I've
is flying.
just noticed.
Oh, there we go. He
Under a
suddenly
second.
found some battle there.
Oh, making a
And
mistake
it's gone
as I
again.
said. Oh.
Lovely.
Mr. Jose, why would you do this to me? You brought my hopes up.
I think some drivers still sort of feel like it's a post-Christmas break kind of thing. They're just trying to get back into the swing of it. Oh dear. It's definitely intriguing. I'll put that word out there for the rest of the race. There's Jose trying to catch Chris, and all of a sudden there's no Cesaro on the back of Jam Pancakes.
Yeah, that gap it's just sticking around there, I think, for them guys. So that battle could come down to penalties. Jam Pancakes is definitely catching the Giant, though. I've just noticed that gap has dropped by another 4 or so tenths.
Oh, okay, yep. I'm definitely watching that, but for now we're sticking with Jose. But
yeah, if he doesn't make a mistake here this time,
Jam Pancakes, yeah, there we go.
There we go. This
It's
is
a better line.
Should be DRS on this occasion, then, which will bring him even closer.
And yes, DRS is active in the dry weather, so that could make all the difference.
I mean, look at that gap. Just
not on this occasion,
humble.
but he's getting there, getting there. Not quite long enough, though.
Chris looking up a little bit, but hasn't affected him too much. As someone who has just recently been learning ABS, I know that a little lock up like that doesn't affect you too much now. So I can stop saying that from now on. But Jose
Giant
definitely closing here. This middle sector, can he follow through it as Mystic is left? Okay, no, he's already out, never mind. It's just a late leave from the lobby.
Yeah. Oh, bit of a moment there for Jose, but nothing too major. Caught it quickly enough.
Won't be anything too major, but he's not going to want to keep doing that. Skunk picks up a
what
10
are you doing?
second. And sir,
what have you done there?
Ah.
What the actual F? And Skunk in the pit lane.
And
retirement. Cool.
Alright, well, that brings everyone up a position. That's guaranteed
points for everyone.
Jose here. There we go. Right. He's a little bit closer this time, so can it bring him even closer, especially with the slipstream?
It should get this
done.
It's going
to be close. Oh,
should get this done now.
He's going to the inside. Is that it done? Is Chris going to fight back? Chris is coming sweeping around the outside.
Wow!
Oh my! That was him licking the stamp and sending it.
That was Chris licking the birthday cake. Not yet, son. Not yet.
Oh, sir, I was...
My God.
I mean, looks like Jose may have it done now, unless Chris makes a move. Here he's having a look, though. Oh, what are these two doing? Oh, they're going to be side by side through here, unless one of them backs out. It makes sense, but they're not going to. It's going to be side by side.
No.
Chris is keeping it. There was a touch, little tiny touch, but they've kept it clean.
Oh my God.
Oh, boys, this is suddenly the entertainment I want.
Bloody lethal. You should lay off that. Bloody hell, son.
So we know it is your birthday, but you are not going to keep that position that easily by the looks of things. Jose is going to fight you every inch of the track for it. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know why I said inch first.
Got a feeling if this was Valtteri Bottas, he'd reply porridge, but because it's Chris, it's his birthday, frosting.
Well, here we go, Jose with the DRS again. Is he going to be close enough this time? He's definitely having a look. Chris is side by side with him again. Chris is just quicker through that first turn. It's unbelievably quicker than Jose through there. It's
holy hell.
Unreal. Jose's going to have DRS again, though. It's going to be hard for Chris to defend this time, surely.
This is fun.
Side by side through here.
I think he's got it done this time.
I think so.
He's going to switch back again.
Chris is he going to have another cheeky look? No, Jose's taking the tighter line this time. He learned from last time.
Not quite enough room.
Yeah, Jose defended the inside this time. He learned from his last mistake of leaving the door open, and I think that will be him taking this position as he opens up the gap through that middle sector there as well. Look. So, I mean, it might not be over though. If Chris can stay close enough through this final sector, although he's gone a little
few
wide.
Laps left to have a bit of a fight. So it's not over yet. Penalties may well decide this still, but
here we go. Chris taking the tighter line on the exit. Jose makes a little bit of a sudden change of direction on the exit. This is going to bring Chris right back into this. This is surely not.
I want to go look at Jam Pancakes because he's under a second now, but this battle is so good right now.
Chris right around the outside again. I don't understand the speed difference.
How are you doing this? Oh my lord.
This is impressive stuff. It's Chris who had the DRS this time, but I'm not sure what happened there, but he suddenly had to back out of that. Maybe there was a tiny little bit of contact. I'm not entirely sure. But he's still close enough. Again, if he can stick with him throughout this whole bit of the track, he'll have DRS again. And he's weaving. Yeah. Why are you weaving, sir? That's going to cost you to up. And he picks up the 3-second penalty. Oh, sir. Don't be costing yourself the position here, sir. You've got, come on. As he's very close here. He's having a go here. Maybe Jose's done this strategically, though. Maybe Jose knows he's close enough. And maybe he wants the DRS. I mean, I've done it to people,
hell of a
but
risky
I've done
thing
it just
to do
before the DRS zone. But here we go.
I was going to say.
So here we go. The exit. Jose definitely very close.
Look at that exit, though.
It is unbelievable. But here we go. Jose, he's going to open the DRS. He's super close. I think this move might be done
Not as
beforehand.
easy as it would have been.
Oh, he's going to the outside this time. He's not giving Chris the option.
No. Good driving from both.
Yep. Chris is
Jam
following
Pancakes
through there.
is
Jose
now half a
holding the
second behind
outside.
the Giant. We're still not sure. Who's on the right tyre? Who isn't?
I honestly don't know. Jam Pancakes has suddenly found pace. I think these tyres are suddenly in their life, and the mediums are right near the end of it.
Is it possible to both people, or all people, to be on the right tyre, even if they're on different tyres?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, the mediums were definitely quicker at the beginning of the stint.
Yeah.
But these mediums have found it, and with 3 laps to go, I think we might be able to get it done. Chris is now dropping back from Jose here. I think that could be this battle over. May still change on penalties.
Jam
We'll have a look at the end. But yeah, Jam Pancakes is the man to watch right now. Who's at the
DRS turn 1.
He's not close enough to
Not
make
quite
the move,
close enough.
but he could get the run out of here. He just looks so much more confident than the Giant right now.
And more DRS.
More DRS. I don't think he's going to be close enough on this one, though. He's going to have to follow him through again. As Legends is picking up a penalty. I mean, he could... I don't think I've seen him get that many penalties for it to cost him the podium.
I think he's on 2. I think he's on 2. Don't know how many the Giant has.
I think I've seen 1 or 2 at least for the Giant, so I don't think the Giant's completely clean. So I think that position's going to say is actually Jose's dropped behind Chris again. What? That's happened there.
I guess I'll stop watching.
I guess, yeah.
Has he done that thing where he wants to drop back for DRS again?
That would be stupid. He was like 6 to 8 tenths ahead.
Then I guess he's made a mistake somewhere and we just didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to guess. So as Chris picks up another penalty, this could get
well,
Jose
that's
in a position
ruined
no
that.
matter what here. There's Jam Pancakes here now with the DRS. Here we go. I don't think he's going to be close enough though. Just doesn't. Oh, actually, he might be.
Maybe
he might
at the last second.
He might be. Is he going to go
Goes
for
the inside.
it? Oh, last second. He's got the inside. Giant around the outside though. Giant just has the better line there to take turn 2.
Yeah, I think he's just.
He's closer this time on
mediums,
this bit,
he gets that move done.
He's closer on this bit though.
Closer, but still not close enough.
Oh, he's done the dummy to go to the inside. Oh.
He's avoided contact as well. Very nice.
Jose and Chris back at it.
Can you squeeze
Jose's
it through
tyres
there?
are just better than Chris's. Oh, wait. Chris going for the cutback.
Not again.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Not again. What's Cesala doing up in P6? How's that happened?
Was
he there anyway?
Chris and Jose there. That could have crossed Chris.
He was there anyway.
Actually, that was quite heavy. I think he was there anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at the wrong name.
I don't know.
Confused myself.
Yeah, Jam Pancakes is easy to the Giant. Yeah, I think Jam Pancakes is going to keep this. But what's going to happen here between Chris and Jose? I mean, I think Jose's got it at this point. This final sector he seems more confident through. I think Chris might just be at the end of the life of his tyres.
Yeah, but possibly. We can Jam... No, never mind. Jam Pancakes can't get 10 seconds on Legends, can he? Although, I think... I've got a feeling he may have less penalties than Legends, so... It's not quite over, but... Can he get enough into... I might be wrong on that, but... I don't know. There's a lot of penalties, and I can't remember exactly how many he has, so...
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Chris might be
close.
Oh, Jose is opening the outside for Chris again. Sir, that is not a thing you
Oh,
want to
have
do.
you not learned?
Chris round the outside
Have you not learned?
again.
He's done it again.
This is ridiculous. And Chris is going to be the one with DRS.
Chris has DRS this time.
DRS thing works. So this might
Hold
be
on.
Wait. But Jose is quicker
happened?
than him.
How's that happened?
I don't know. Chris for the cutback though. Oh, this is a ridiculous battle. As Alex has won the race, and then Clenzo's in second there. But oh my God, this is an absolute sensational battle back here for 7th place, nevertheless. I don't know what Jose is going to be able to. Jose might be able to do it in this final sector. He can't have a look there, and I think he's just got to him too early, and I don't think he'll be able to do anything now. As the Legends has kept 3rd, Pancakes 4th, Giant 5th, Cesala 6th. This is it. This is the battle we are here to watch. As Jose, he's thinking about it.
Joanna Chandler's in over Verstappen.
Here we go. Right,
Didn't work.
This is it.
And
He's
again.
going for it.
No.
He just can't. He can't get the run. But will this is going to have to be decided on penalties, I think. Yeah, Jose gets him on the penalties. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
I tell you what, it may have been decided
Brilliant
by penalties,
racing.
but that
Brilliant
was
racing.
fantastic stuff to see on track. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Yeah. Definitely livened up the end of the race. Thank you, boys. Happy birthday again, Chris. Hope you enjoyed that.
There you go. There is our podium with a Renault winning the race. Never know. Maybe one day soon we'll see a Renault up on that podium. Yes.
Maybe.
Shot for my own uses there. Right.
Because after all, remember, they have the same engine as Ferrari now, remember?
Yeah, they're as quick, they're as powerful as Ferrari, but here we go, right. DNFs. Hold on, my TV's trying to do something. Go away. DNFs up to there. We have our... Go away, TV. You have Donga, Maxi Barry, Nomad, Mystic, and Skunk all DNFing from the race. Then your top 10 with the points is Jason, Chris, Bun, Jose, Sazala, Giant, Jam Pancakes. Then your top 3 is Legends, Clenzo, and Alex. And by the way, driver of the day definitely has to go to Legends. That was a sensational drive.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that.
Oh, now to get the podium boys in here, of which I have no idea what happened in that final stint for them because we were watching other people, but nevertheless. Right, all 3 of you are in here, so if you can conclude your audio, we will get on with the podium talk. And we'll start with 3rd place Legends. Or you got our driver of the day as well. Sensational drive from you. Basically, you started last. You were the only man to qualify on the mediums. Just run us through that decision first of all. I'm surprised you got on the softs, especially since it started wet.
Well, see, I just couldn't be bothered to sit in the garage and do nothing, so I went on my mediums because I chose the harder strategy for the tire compounds. So I only had 2 sets of softs, so my plan was to go out in the mediums, just get some laps in, you know, get used to the track, and then go out and do 2 sets on the softs, or, you know, use both sets on the softs. Did a lap on my mediums. It's actually a pretty nice lap, and then just bottled my laps on the softs, and then started plumb last. It wasn't the end of the world because I knew there was always going to be like incidents and stuff, considering it was a wet start. So I knew if I just took it cautious, I could make a bit of a few positions. At the end of lap 1, I was already into like, I don't know, 10th maybe. I don't know. And then I just had to pick my way through the field, and then yeah. Clenzo got a nice gap on me with the pits because I thought it wasn't worth the risk staying out because my tires were at like 83-84%, and Giant just got a puncture, so I thought it wasn't worth the risk, you know, losing that many spots just to gain a bit of time. So I just took it cautiously, pit, and then had to chase the gap, which unfortunately I couldn't do. So yeah.
Like you say, unfortunately you couldn't chase that gap, but also luckily for you, a lot of people decided to go onto those mediums a little earlier, so I guess that gave you a little bit of breathing room to do what you needed to do to keep the podium.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people gambled, obviously, and unfortunately for them it didn't work out. But, you know, I won't complain. I'll take as many points as I can get.
Yeah, well, you definitely picked up a good amount of points today. You're finishing in 3rd, so good race for you. Right. 2nd place, Clenzo, in the Mercedes. You started in 4th, so you had a decent qualifying. It was very. Just joined another account, so I don't know if you heard any of that, but yeah, so you started in 4th. You had a decent start. You were definitely battling at the front. Then you seem to settle into a position And then I guess the round of pits just worked out for you. Just run us through your race and any difficulties you may have found, and your little battle you had with your BMG friend.
So pretty much, quali was alright. I didn't expect much from it. I felt really uncomfortable with the setup initially. Wasn't confident at all, and seeing a wet start, I wasn't too happy about it because I'm not very good in the wet on my wheel at the moment. Just trying to work on the pace, but it seemed alright actually. Starting off, I nearly lost it and put it in a wall early on, but I managed to keep hold of it and not get any damage. But when I realised how early the dry tyres were going to come on, I knew I was going to really get into my rhythm towards the end of the race. And then when I saw Giant get a puncture, I got really concerned because obviously he was right in front of me, and I checked my tyres and they were in decent condition considering how many laps they were done. It was like 70% maybe, so it was pretty decent. So I decided to go a lap longer, and that really paid off for me. So then when I got onto the dries, I was initially a bit slow. Saw Legends closing in really quickly with some really nice pace, but then I just got into my rhythm, found my pace, and managed to hold the gap and get P2, so I'm pretty chuffed with that.
Yeah, were there any difficulties other than maybe necessarily being a little bit slow initially going into the dry? It just seemed like it was quiet at the front once we got into the dry conditions.
Yeah, it was pretty boring for me, to be honest. I didn't really have anyone in front of me. I just had to manage the gap to Legends. I didn't really find any difficulties apart from when it was in the wet, which I know I've got to work on, so good practice for me, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you struggled in the wet, but you still managed to walk away with second, so maybe you're not as bad as you think.
Thanks very much.
Right, and on to Alex, which I would like to give you a very good mention here. I was considering you for driver of the day, but just based on the drive he had, I had to give it to Legends. But you did a phenomenal race as well. You managed to work your way from 9th up into 1st in the wet conditions, and then you just sort of pulled and kept a gap. Looked like an easy race.
To be honest, it was quite sweaty, I'd say, but definitely I was saved by the rain because in quali I was well off and about 8 tenths off the pace. In the wet, I don't know why, I'm just so much better. So I went, I was flying for some reason, but then because I had the gap, I had about 7 seconds. But Clenzo caught about 5 seconds on me in the dry, so it just shows like I was quite fortunate of the wet, because if that was dry the whole time, then I definitely wouldn't be first. But no, that was really enjoyed that race actually. It was very intense, very good.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, you didn't get much screen time, I'll be honest, because you just sat at the front all the time, and there was
yeah, it was quite boring.
There was a lot of battles at the front. I'll be honest. Don't have many questions for you because, like I say, it looked like a relatively easy one and didn't jump to you that often. But
Yeah.
I guess you just looked confident in the wet, and you walked away with the win.
Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah.
Yeah, not much more to say than that,
Yeah.
really, is there?
No.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I guess with that, I'd like to congratulate all three of you again for getting your podium position, and I'll hand it over to Mackie to end out the first race back from the break.
Yeah, thanks. Great way to top off a new decade. Keep it going for next week. We'll see you around the circuit in America. So, good night from us, and see you later. Take care.